It's time to spill some home truths. You might not like it, you might like it, and quite frankly, I couldn't give a shit. The morning after that shit show, when are we actually going to grow up and stop pointing fingers at managers and digging out managers because they're the easy target? When are we going to start looking at the incompetence of this group of players? There is so much shit in this squad, it's scary. Hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my post-match analysis video for whatever that was yesterday in SE16, where it finished once again, Millwall 0, Hull City 1. Listen, look, this, I could go on for hours and hours and hours, but I want to see if I can describe that from my memory, because what we witnessed yesterday was an absolutely abysmal Millwall display. And look, I can sense people starting to dig out the manager and stuff like that because he's an easy target. But like I said in my intro, when are we going to start looking at these players? When are we going to start looking at these players and the incompetence that these group of players unfortunately have? We support Millwall, right? We support Millwall, and we don't ask for the world as a Millwall fan base, but all we ask for is desire, effort, commitment, and wanting to try and play for the badge on your chest. And did any of them players play like that yesterday? Maybe one, Jaffa Tanganga. The rest of them are absolutely shite. There's nothing there. We're not. Someone said it yesterday, and I totally agree. We're not going to score if we played for 4 years. We're not going to score. There is nothing there at the top end of the pitch. There's no pattern to play. Yes, blah 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 blah. And that is something we got to point the finger maybe a little bit at Alex Neil for, because he's had time now. But what can he do in 2 weeks? Like, seriously, give your head a wobble if you think he can if we can start playing like Barcelona in 2 weeks. But one thing the main point that I want to make in this video is none of this team squad have bollocks. None of them. No one takes responsibility. No one grabs the ball by the horns to try and get 3 points. They don't look interested, and that is very, 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 very concerning. The confidence is on the floor. There should be someone in that middle, i.e. Saville, getting his squad together and saying, you do realise we're playing Hull, right? We're not playing Real Madrid here. We're playing Hull. They're fourth bottom for a reason. Let's go and take them to the cleaners. Let's go and have a go. And none of them looked interested. Every time we cross the halfway line, I'm normally a little bit like excited, shall we say. Was I excited yesterday with what can potentially happen when we cross the halfway line? Was I fuck? Because I knew eventually we would fuck it up, and we made fuck up after fuck up after fuck up. There's players in this team that quite frankly don't even deserve to be associated, with Millwall Football Club, i.e. Joe Bryan, Duncan Watmore, Jules Hanneman. They're not good enough. They're not good enough, and we are slowly getting found out. And I feel like I'm repeating the same things that I repeated a few years ago, but it's coming back. The cracks are starting to appear from a few years ago, and it's about the mentality. There's nothing here, and that's worrying. So look, I don't know where we go from here. We need to see what do you base a game of football off of? What do you base a game of football off of? You go out there to try not to lose. But see if we can get a point first. See if we can actually just build a bit of confidence. Because you build confidence off of keeping clean sheets. And we kept clean sheets earlier in the season, but now for some reason we can't. we scored tons of goals at the beginning of the season, and now all of a sudden we can't. And that's not normal. The style of play I think will come, but we haven't got time to wait for that to come until the summer. I think we will be fine. In terms of getting enough points to stay in this division, but it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. I've seen enough to suggest that we will be fine just about this season, but it's not going to be pretty. And hold on to your hats because we got a lot of work to do. And I'm just going to leave it by saying, before digging out the manager, have a look at this group of players. Have a look at this group of players. Analyse this group of players like I was yesterday, and look at their body language, look at their mentality, because there's nothing there. They're shy, but we move. See you tomorrow. Coming lines.